What is it about the word manifestation? When people hear it, they automatically associate it with something outside themselves, like wealth or partner. People say things like, how to manifest your soulmate in the next 48 hours. Is that realistic? Even if it is, could that be good for you? I don't think so. Guys, real manifestation is finding self. And let me tell you now, you can only do this when you're alone. Hello, beautiful people. My name is Alula, and welcome to Awaken the Ego. I'm back with another video, another manifestation video. And this one is maybe about missing ingredients in your manifestation. What is that? That is isolation. Now you might ask yourself, Alula, bro, for how long can I isolate myself? The answer is until your manifestation comes to light. You know, like I shared in the intro, guys, manifestation is all about finding self. Once you find the kingdom of the living Father that dwells within you, guess what? The world is yours for the taking. But first, you got to isolate. Now, the price that you're going to pay for your manifestation is letting go of things that do not belong in that manifestation. And you can only find this out when you're alone. Guys, you realize every time you go somewhere with somebody, you totally have a different experience than when you're alone, especially chosen ones. What do you think that is? Because this world, guys, operate in terms of frequency. Every time you involve somebody or something that does not match your frequency, this will interrupt, guys, the kind of experience that you meant to have or things you want to manifest in your life. Now, this is not about being alone like forever or anything like that. Guys, this is about manifesting yourself so that you can also manifest the people who resonate with you on that level. Now, when my time came for me to realize myself, guys, it's like I was called into isolation. Now, my first isolation lasted for about 8 months. 8 months, all alone, nobody else. Luckily for me, this was during the pandemic. Now, this isolation on the first stage helped me get started on my purpose. If it wasn't for those 8 months, guys, there'd be no Awaken the Ego. Now, my second isolation lasted for the whole 2.5 years. That isolation, guys, served as me aligning with my purpose and letting go of things that do not belong in my life. Basically, I was divorcing my lower self. But I did all this in isolation. Now, what is the first reason for you to isolate during your manifestation of self? Oh, I just said it, guys. And so that you can find self, so that your real self can emerge. I'm talking about the self that is within your soul, guys. I'm not talking about the ego. And this can only happen, guys, when you are quiet. This can only happen when you go and search. This can only happen when you're in isolation. To manifest, you got to go to the darkness. And you can only do this in isolation. Now, there are two types of people that deal with the same problem when things go wrong. One runs to others for comfort. The other one goes deep down within himself and his darkness to find his treasure. And let me tell you something. The people who face themselves, the people who dive deep within themselves and face the darkness are the people who finally manifest, guys. Seriously speaking. Now, there are things in your life that are stopping you from going to the next level. And let me tell you something. If you really think about it, you already know what that is. Now, in order for you to manifest your real self, you have to face and confront this part of you. And you can only do this, guys, in isolation, where there's no interruption. Every time you go to around to consult people on things you should handle yourself, guys, then that is just delaying your manifestation. And another thing on this point is like, manifestation is so much of trial and error until you get it right. You know? And let me tell you something. Face yourself, face your darkness, process them, let them go, free yourself from this invisible chain, and you'll be able to manifest the life that you want. Now, what is the next reason on this point of manifestation requires isolation? Now, as for you to put your new identity, guys, into practice. And you can only do this when you're alone. Now, do you realize, guys, every time you try to be your best self, your higher self around people, most of the time, this kind of thing is not welcome. It's like people will fight you with everything that they got. And this happens, especially people who are around you and people who know you. That is, guys, because nobody wants to be left alone. Now, for you to really practice your new identity, for you to be really who you really are, you need to take the time to train yourself. And you can only do this in isolation without anything interrupting you. That's kind of what I did. For the whole 2.5 years, my goodness, that was a long time. I really had that time by myself, uninterrupted, so that I can put my new identity to practice. Especially like in the last months or in the last like 6 months of this isolation, You know, after I crafted my new identity for myself, after I said, this is me, this is what I shall be. Every night, guys, I went to bed exactly as if I was that person. And I woke up as if I was that person. Now I'm walking around as if I'm like that person. You know, I'm drilling this new identity, new self, into my everyday life. You know, and guess what? I'm doing all of this uninterrupted. Now, when you do these things, guys, people who match that frequency will begin to appear. And this is exactly what's happening with me. Okay, guys, like this video, subscribe to this channel. Until your next video, God bless, and take care. Bye-bye. See you.